Okay, so my comments for the Edible Garden website here. I absolutely love the background image. Eventually, we may need to change the text here to be consistent with the logo that's been developed that is now on the Google, the shared Google Drive that we've started using for pictures. I put it up there in the other documents section. So if you go to Google Docs or Google Drive, if you go to the folder location that I gave you a link for, you'll have a folder that looks like this. You should have a folder that looks like this. Oh, I know. I'm not the one that created it. It was Jessica that created it. Or Jennifer. So I need to go to that link. Yes, so if we pull up the Slack folder that we've all been communicating with and click on this Drive link that Jennifer Sanchez sent to everyone, you'll notice I put a folder in here that says additional materials for the website. And that's where I want you guys to take a lot of stuff from that we're going to end up putting on the site. You'll notice here there's already a logo that we've developed for the Edible Garden. It looks like this. So, although I absolutely love the logo that you guys have developed for the website down here, I love this logo here, and I think we should try and use it in some way later on. But we're going to need to stick. We're going to need to replace this basically with that logo, and we want to make the CSUB Edible Garden text here the same font and everything as same font and color as the logo that we've already got for the garden. The next thing, although I like how the page scrolls down, I actually want buttons up here, navigation buttons at the top. That is very interesting. So this is indeed the background that I gave you, but it's not doing the same thing. Very interesting. So I have to check and see. There's supposed to be a header here that looks like this, and I'm not sure why it's not showing up right now. But what I wanted basically was to have that header up here, and then all of this that you have already directly underneath that. And then I wanted you to have a separate navigation bar down here that actually navigates to the various areas in the garden. And the areas that I want to have you put together pages for are the following. Okay, I paused the recording briefly, but I want to point out that there are still some buttons left that are sort of hidden. We talked about this earlier in class. You can see the pointy finger right now. Please go in and make sure to take those buttons out as well. I think you got most of them over here to the left, but on the far right-hand side of the header, there's still some buttons that need to be deleted. Okay, I paused for a little while, and I'm not sure where I left off, so I'm going to pick up where I think I left off. I believe the last time I was pointing out some buttons, which seem to have in the meantime been taken care of, but make sure that the buttons over here are not there anymore. And then I want to put a new menu up here on the top, and I want buttons on the top for the following areas. I want a button for crops. I want a button for activities. I want a button for garden overview and landscaping. And I want a button for community garden best practices. And then finally, we need a button over here that says About Us, and a button that says Contact Information. Okay, the About Us and Contact Us buttons here on the left-hand side don't seem to lead anywhere. I don't imagine Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram lead anywhere right now either, so please delete those until we have something to put there. This arrow doesn't seem to lead anywhere. I guess it does. Okay, so it's bringing us further down. I don't like how far you have to go to reach the information here. I'd like it to come up immediately after scrolling, and I'd actually like to have some kind of rotating picture here. Maybe have pictures of the crops, then pictures of the activities, pictures of the landscaping, and rotate those three here in a picture box that rotates pictures here. I love the background. It looks too blank right now in the opening page. There's no information, just a picture. So if we have rotating gallery of pictures of the activities, the button, the same things as the buttons up here. So crops, activities, and landscaping. If we have rotating pictures of that, that'd be great. Scrolling down, again, I love this logo. We need to replace it for the time being with the logo that we already have, which is in the shared Google Drive that we all have under in the folder called Additional Materials for Website, I believe, something to that effect. Pre-construction planning, construction management, About Us. My personal preference is to actually have separate pages rather than having everything scroll down. But for the time being, if you want to have things scroll down, we can do that. But we need buttons up at the top that will lead us to each of the places down further below. And if you're going to do that, then crops should be the first thing that comes up down here. And crops should have a number of different pictures. So we need one for greens, one for root crops, one for trees, one for let's say one for fruit trees, and one for other for now. So fruit trees, greens, root crops, other. Like, let's have 4 boxes here instead of 2. And then each of those is going to have a link that opens to another page where we really describe all of the crops in detail. But it's okay for now to have picture, brief description, but have 4 of them instead of 2 for those crop areas that I mentioned. And then we need to replace this I'm a paragraph stuff with an actual paragraph describing some of the basic crops that we're going to have in each of the areas. So please fix that, and we can always fix the text again later. Just for now, use the questions and the types of crops that are listed in the Qualtrics survey to create the text content for the site. After we've gotten feedback from the digital charrette and the in-person charrette, we'll be able to be more specific. But for now, please make your own pick, as it were, and pick the crops that you want to feature in each of these sections. Pick the the activities you want to feature in each of these sections, pick the landscaping features that you want to feature in each of these sections, and then build a separate page for for each of the crop areas, and put some pictures of the types of crops on there, and text next to each of the pictures. For now, text that says, we will be growing insert name of crop, and then just put the placeholder text after that. Further description coming soon. We need to think about exactly what we want to describe about each of the crops, and we don't have that information right now. So on the crop specific pages, list crops with a picture of that type of crop and the name of the crop next to it, and then just put a paragraph underneath the name saying, we will be growing X, further description coming soon. And then we'll get back to it over the course of the rest of the semester. So that is the crops section. I want you to do a similar thing on the activities section, but again, have a picture of different types of activities, a small, let's say 2 pictures here, one for campus activities, one for community activities. Now put 3, campus activities, community activities, and leisure. So put 3 pictures with title and brief paragraph underneath it, and all of those should lead to separate pages as well. And again, the separate pages should list picture, title, and we will have X, further information coming soon. And for the specific activities, for the specific crops, you're going to go to the Qualtrics survey and take information from there. Finally, scrolling on down, delete all of this year established project. That might be interesting later, but we don't have the actual information, so delete all of this section here. And then the next thing that's going to come up is, rather than projects here, this is going to be the third button area from up top, which is landscaping and general garden information. And that, again, let's have 2 boxes, one for landscaping features, one for general garden information, and then again, title, brief paragraph under that, links to separate pages. And the same thing on those separate pages. Use the information in the Qualtrics website to say, put a picture, a title, and a paragraph saying, koi pond or gazebo or whatever. We will have a gazebo. Further information coming soon. And that's what those individual pages are going to look like. Then take out all this clients stuff. We don't have clients right now. And instead of clients, I want this to read about us. And here I want you to describe, I want you to say, start by saying the CSUB Edible Garden is a broad public-private partnership involving a number of student groups and members of the Bakersfield and Kern County communities. And then I want you to put picture title, the Rudnick, R-U-D-I-C-N, R-U-D-I-N-C-K, the Rudnick family. And then paragraph underneath that is just going to say further information coming soon. Put down a picture, and you don't have pictures of the Rudnick family right now, so just choose a generic picture of a family and put it there. Put a picture underneath that saying administration, and again, just further information coming soon. Put a picture and a title that says put a picture and a title that says Management 3450 Class Project, and further information coming soon. And finally, put a picture and a title that says Campus Community, and further information coming soon. Then finally, you're going to have contact information at the bottom. Great. For now, simply list my contact information. The head office is fine for 9001 Stockdale Highway, Bakersfield, California. Put room BDC 136A on this as well. That's my office. And then for inquiries, put my cell phone number, 213-400-0829. And we're going to end up changing the contact information and adding more later. But for now, leave it the way it is. Make sure that this name, email, subject, message, when you click send, make sure it goes to my email address, jwoods7@csub.edu, and then delete for now the employment and get a quote stuff here at the bottom, okay? And finally, change this to say 2016 by CSUB Edible Garden, and then delete the Facebook, LinkedIn, and Google Plus links for now because we don't have that. We'll put them back in later. That should be all the edits for now. Let me know if you have any questions.